Let me see. I think we're live. Good. Okay, well, new game time, and it's pretty late, so I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes on, and let me turn my speakers off for one moment. Did the ticker update? I feel like it didn't. It should have. I'm just gonna make extra sure. Yeah, okay, anyway, we're starting Max Payne. And this is the PS2 version. I've not tested this yet, so I don't know that this will work. Older games have a habit of not turning out so great for me, so it should be interesting. Anyway, let's see. I noticed some of the music skipping, but I don't know if that was just because something else was loading up, or yeah, I don't know why that was going on, so that has me a little bit worried. This is a used copy, one that I picked up at local brick and mortar shop for $2-3, something like that. And yeah, I haven't had a chance to test it yet, and unfortunately that was probably about 2 or 3 months ago, so I think my warranty is up, but what can you do? No. Yeah. Go ahead. Make a save for me. Alright, you see that little music skippage there? I don't know what that is, but let's just cross our fingers. If this doesn't end up working out, I guess maybe I could play something else for a bit on the PS2 while I have it loaded up. Not too sure what, well, actually, yeah, I might have an idea. But let's try this out first before, you know, resorting to anything else. Select game level. It only lets me choose one, I guess. That's weird. Do you have to unlock them as you progress? Or beat it, rather? Fugitive Hardboiled, Dead on Arrival, and New York Minute. The most terrifying difficulty of all. Yeah, so it only lets me choose Fugitive, so I guess we're going for the easiest one. I don't know too much about this game. Just little bits and pieces here that I picked up along the way, but the series I'm completely unfamiliar with. Basically, a few months ago, I streamed Alan Wake. I was curious about Remedy's other games, and Max Payne 1 and 2 obviously are both theirs, before Rockstar took over the development and did 3, which I hear is a pretty good game as well. But I figured if I was gonna get into the series, might as well start from the beginning, right? So let's see what it's all about.
Disturbance at Acer Plaza.
10-4 dispatcher, verify address.
It's Acer Plaza. Repeat, Acer Plaza.
Shots fired on the rooftop. An assault in progress at Acer Plaza. Repeat, an assault in progress. It's a war zone down here. 1085 dispatcher, need additional units. Additional units now. Officer in danger. Officer in danger.
10-5, please repeat. 10-5, all units, emergency. Officer in danger. Acer Plaza. Repeat, Acer Plaza, all units.
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over.
Yep, that face.
To make any kind of sense of it, I need to go back 3 years. Back to the night the pain started.
Great. Well. Seems interesting so far. So I need to get rid of this ad.
I was still on the force back then. NYPD, Manhattan, Midtown North Precinct, Hell's Kitchen.
So when are you coming to work for me, Detective Payne?
You'd make me work undercover in some hellhole. Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first. See? My last smoke. It's bad for the baby.
That's you, Max. A regular Boy Scout.
See, Alex.
You're still out for poker Thursday night, right?
Like taking candy from a baby. Life was good. The sun setting on a sweet summer's day. The smell of freshly mowed lawns. The sounds of children playing. A house across the river on the Jersey side. Beautiful wife and a baby girl. The American dream come true. Honey, I'm home. But dreams have a nasty habit of going bad when you're not looking. The sun went down with practiced bravado. Twilight crawled across the sky, laden with foreboding. Michelle, honey, anybody home? I didn't like the way the show started.
Some long arms.
They'd give me the best seat in the house. Front row center.
Long arm of the law, I guess. Okay. Also, I hope this controller isn't the shitty one. I remember getting a real crappy one.
What the hell?
What? How do I... Whoa, okay. Well, I see something alerted here, but I don't know what to do. None of the buttons seem to work with it, but... Now there's numbers up there. I don't... Maybe I should have looked at the manual before playing this. Oh, damn it. Also the, Do I have options? Please wait. Ah. Here, hold on. Let's turn that off. And... yeah. Give that a try, see if that's a little bit better. Okay, that feels a little bit more my speed. Now this. V with syringe.
Something ugly had been tattooed on the wall. A map of things to come. It was a poison syringe, a magic tag full of diabolical meanings.
Okay. I don't want to be too judgmental of this game yet, but I've got some questions.
Listen, someone's broken into my house. Call 911.
Is this the Payne residence?
Yes, someone's broken into my house. They're still here. You have to...
Good. I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Who is this? Hello?
I could actually interact with some stuff. Yeah, so interesting so far. The use of the comic book panel things to tell the story is not foreign, obviously. It is strange that they use like live models and that some of the facial expressions are very, I don't know, sometimes they're unfitting, but that's okay. Hey, there's a shotgun in there, nice. No need to keep that locked away. Just in the closet will do. But, like I said, maybe it's all towards the overall charm of the game, so we'll see. I'm sure I will get used to it. I wish I could see the logo. Okay, they're wedding photos. What's that? The Hero Cops. Okay, so that's bullet time.
Michelle! Michelle!
I do anything? Okay. I don't think I don't think that's quite gonna work. Maybe I need to go around.
I'm gonna hurt you!
Freeze! NYPD's drop!
I didn't think I even aimed at him.
No. No, no, please, God, no.
The flesh of fallen angels!
No, 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 God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
That was 3 years ago. Everything ripped apart in a New York minute. The killer junkies had been high on a previously unknown designer drug, Valkyr, V. After the funeral, I told Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA. It took us 3 long years to get a break in the Valkyr case. Then, finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, a mob boss in the Punchinello crime family, was trafficking. I went undercover, infiltrated the worst mafia family in New York.
All right. Getting in with the mob. Also, has there ever been an instance where there's been like a elongated no that's actually, you know, been good? I think it's supposed to be a little bit tongue-in-cheek. Obviously, they're going for the hard-boiled detective type deal here. I don't know how serious. I mean, obviously it's supposed to be serious, but it's not supposed to be.
I came in from the cold and the dark.
100% realistic.
A cruel monster. I've been slowly working my way from the small time to the big fish, trying to get to the source of the drug. Alex and BB were my only contacts in the DEA, the only ones in this decrepit city who knew I was down here.
BB here. Something urgent has come up with Jack Lupino. You need to meet with Alex immediately at the Roscoe Street station.
I hadn't had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover. Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was colder than the devil's heart, raining ice pitchforks as if the heavens were ready to fall. Everyone was running for shelter like there was no tomorrow. It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this. My Beretta stirred nervously under my coat, but the train doors had already shut behind me, and I was in for the ride. Next stop, Roscoe Street Station, and Alex. The station was drenched in gloom. Alex was a ghost, nowhere to be seen. I'd have to look for him.
Oh, yeah. I was kind of hoping to get a good look at that face. Guess not quite yet. Huh. Looks like I knew exactly where to go.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
Is there anything in here that I can... I guess it doesn't hurt to look.
The pills would ease the pain.
It's a nice description, I guess. Like how all the mirrors are smashed. Clever way of not having to script actual mirrors. Also, this ended up being a little bit too loose. So, let's try that instead. Need to be a bit tighter.
Wasn't Jake supposed to take care of this? He and Mickey are having too much... Damn!
I don't even know who those people were. but they started shooting. Oh, I got a Desert Eagle now. Or a Deagle, as the cool kids call it, with their online games. Alright. Getting a feel for it. You know, one of the main reasons I wanted to play this game, outside of playing Alan Wake earlier in the year, was, even before that, well, I suppose it had always been one of those games that people had talked about being like, you know, a real cool action game.
What the hell?
And, you know, it had its following. So based on recommendations from other people, it was like kind of, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to check this out one of these days. But I remember someone asking, in like a forum or whatever, somebody was like trying to find games that matched, you know, themes of particular movies. And one person was asking about John Wick. They were like, what's the closest game equivalent to John Wick? And people were like, literally Max Payne. And I'm like, oh, okay. And given that I like the John Wick movies so much, I was like, well, I gotta check that out one of these days, because I want to play, you know, a video game John Wick without, you know, playing Payday, which probably doesn't exactly replicate the feel, but at least you get a Keanu Reeves skin in that one. But yeah, more in an action stylized sense. I'm like, that would be pretty cool. So
You're asking for it.
Take it easy.
Hold
take
it.
it easy. Excuse me.
While looking for Alex, I had ended up in the middle of a big-time crime operation.
No kidding.
Kiss it goodbye.
Oh, that guy's pale. Is he albino?
You saved me, man.
What's going on here?
A massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the call from the control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure. Sounds good. Follow me.
Okay. Oh, there we are. I was like, is there a way to utilize the painkillers? I don't recall there being an inventory, but it's a circle button, so that works just fine for me.
Power to the rail had been cut. I'd have to get it back on to get the train moving.
Alright. I guess that's one way to do it. Okay. Oh, R2 is the jump button. All right. Okay, this guy needed to go upstairs. Let's go check it out.
Home free. This way.
Yo!
God damn it. Nope. Escaped me just in the nick of time. That's friendly. I thought he was friendly. Why were his arms up the air? Like he was surrendering. I thought they had him hostage. Never mind then. You know what? This is just gonna keep requiring some fine tuning. I think even by the default, it might have been a little bit too sensitive. Let's make it the same as the vertical look. Normally you want the horizontal to be a little bit faster, but I feel like it needs to be tighter. See, and that almost seems like too much, but it might be alright. Fortunately, they're very forgiving when it comes to actually being able to hit people, so. Because I know for a fact that in the house, I did not aim at the guy that I ended up shooting. One of them anyway, the second one. So, nothing to interact with here, so I guess we will move on, if possible. Hey, wasn't that the guy that just got shot in the hallway earlier? Let's see. So, one moment. I just want to make sure, just by telling from the ambient noise, if it's too loud sometimes. These PS2 games, other consoles that I don't typically stream off of, end up being a little bit tricky to work with the audio. Is that gonna be good enough for...
The train lit up like a Christmas tree. Power was back on.
Good. Quite in theme with the festive season. Alright, guess I gotta do a passcode to get in and out.
Being subtle.
You're telling me. Yeah, I guess we're going this way.
What the hell? What the hell?
Are we already on chapter 2? Or did that begin already? Not too sure.
The rusty door led to an abandoned part of the station, closed off since the early 40s. Something big was going down at Roscoe Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not. One way or the other, I was gonna find out.
Also slightly strange that this guy is so, I don't know, methodical, monotonous in his speech, but every picture of him,
Did you hear something?
Nah,
he seems like such a sly bastard.
Hey!
What was it, huh?
What the?
Excuse me? Oh man, that guy was going akimbo. Maybe if I didn't catch him off guard, he probably would have been a threat. Oh. I didn't know it was gonna, like, curve like that. That's alright. At least you can manipulate the direction that you're going in midair.
Like Lapino. Now that's spooky.
Jack Lapino, yeah, spooky. But also, it's like the failure count is rising.
Yeah, I wouldn't joke about it if
This
I
guy
was
having
you.
a conversation with himself.
Yeah.
Get up, please. Keep on, press X to jump. What is X? Oh yeah, X is the interact button. So what does it even do? If not to jump, it should be jump. I don't know. I guess you'd want to shoot or have your trigger button next to the jump button, maybe? I'm not too sure. I don't make games.
What the hell was that?
God, this is some weird. Look at the little necks on those things. Jesus. How do I select the... Oh, shit, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Yep, all part of the job. Gotta clean up these streets, no? But where did he get the lead pipe? Unless he has it on at all times. You know what are cool are those little extendable batons? I used to have one of those. Why doesn't he have one of those? I've noticed cops carrying those a little bit more frequently.
All done here. Give me the detonator.
What are you talking about?
The detonator.
I thought you'd bring it.
You were supposed to bring it.
Yeah, right. Oh!
The hell? Did he shoot the other guy, or did they somehow see me and he accidentally shot him? I'm not too sure what happened there.
The door had been welded shut ages ago and the bomb was missing a detonator.
Yo!
Whoa! When did I get the sawed off? That was cool. It was like shooting it one-handed. I thought something was up,
fellas, the police are on their way. New York's finest. They're gonna be here soon. So stick to the...
There's 4 of them in there. Engage bullet time back and forth. Jump from one side of the door to the other, you'll be good.
No way.
No way! No way! Should we answer that? I guess so.
We come to you now live from the crime scene.
Who is this?
This guy's a joker.
This is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. You are to cease your criminal activities and surrender immediately.
Sure thing, Jim. Me and the boys have been talking and everyone's real sorry. They'll never do it again.
Who the hell is this?
Being placed at the scene of a bank robbery wouldn't have tipped the odds in my favor.
Oh, we're not gonna be a cop killer now, are we? So the sawed-off is great, but I don't know. 2 shots until reload doesn't exactly sit well with me.
The The bank robber's score lay on the table.
Do anything with it?
The bank robbers have been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story had recently been on every channel and on the cover of every magazine.
That was quick. All right. Fair enough, then. Let's see what's behind door number 2.
The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
That was a real cool jump. I wonder if there's any... You can't, like, steal money on government dime. Guess it's alright. We should probably get to blowing up that door, I guess. God, more rats. Place is filthy.
Whack the sucker!
What the hell? Why did they push a bench there? So I didn't actually mean to take like 3 of those. I thought I'd only tapped it twice. Wowee. Paul Giamatti, is that you?
Max, Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack. I nearly shot you.
Alex, we're glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue.
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
You sure know how to pick a place. Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's...
What?
Alex? Alex!
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
Or the blood, or the fact that he got shot, or... Probably the no breathing part, I don't know. Okay, the guy had the right idea, but probably hiding behind bars. Might have been something better.
Let's get the hell out of here!
Everybody have a goddamn shotgun?
Gun 'em down!
Just to be different, let's do the dual Berettas again. Those were interesting. Make sure we pay the troll toll to get through. I'm actually curious if there's anything in the opposite direction, but I guess we're already here.
Alex had kept me relatively sane for the past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something big and ended up stepping on Jack Lupino's toes.
Yeah. Guessing he's the guy that you don't want to mess with. considering that he has like 6,000 clones of the same New Yorker. Oh, now we're on chapter 3. All right. We were in chapter 2, but chapter 2 had like a lot of different names. So I'm guessing we were doing sub-chapters.
Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements. The NYPD was closing in. I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he had gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes. I walked straight in, playing at Bogart, like I'd done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pain in the butt. Pain to the max.
You're killing me. Did you make that up yourselves, or you get some wine out downstairs to come up with it?
These guys, they know what's up.
Don't answer that.
Oh, look at that middle.
I got something for the boss. Lupino around.
That kind of depends on who's asking. A friend or a junk squad plan. Don't answer. It's one of them, how do you put it, rhetorical questions. Lupino ain't here, but he says bye.
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers.
Yep.
My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me. And then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Pain in the butt. Ha ha! Pain to the max. Junk squad pig. Got a ticket to Marble City for you. Feet first and lying down. Freak it out.
Oh. I thought I jumped, but I didn't actually see it, so it just kind of teleported over there. That's all right.
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
What's it say, Max?
I had met Lupino only once. The gangster ran all his rackets through his right-hand man, Vinny Gognitti. Gognitti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overamped Energizer bunny.
They have legal right to say that?
He had the brains to run the business, but he lacked the balls, always falling short, taking his frustration out on underage addicts and call girls.
The V deal goes down at your hotel. Jack's exact words, quote, Vinny, you're in charge of this one, unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through. Anything goes wrong and everybody's gonna get dead. Goes double for you. Treat this guy real good. Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up or you're finito, finitos.
A V deal meant added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger fingers. I'd seen nothing coming in, but that didn't mean it hadn't been there. Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line.
What?
313. The Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the note's margin.
Joey, Vigilio, you're right in there? They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come quick. Okay, but we can't wait for them. We gotta go in now. Bosses, we're coming in.
There he is.
Oh, yeah. Bullet time pill drop. Alright. Oh, look at all that sweet cash. You don't want to take it? No. I'm kind of hoping I could jump out the window. Actually. Oh. Oh well.
Getting out was not going to be easy. The staircase was locked and the elevator had been busted for a decade or more.
This place is pretty shitty. People don't even flush. one lone flickering neon light.
In his press conference today, the mayor stated that Valkyr represents a clear danger to New York and called for drastic actions to eliminate the problem. On today's top story, the Valkyr crisis worsens with the murder of DEA Special Agent Alex Balder. Special Agent Balder had been shot
Wasn't that
repeatedly
just like an hour
from
ago?
a point-blank range. The gunman has been identified as Max Payne.
What?
The noose is sure to tighten around this fugitive criminal as more NYPD units join the search to apprehend him.
I had just gotten my 15 minutes of fame.
How would they know? I mean, if it was recorded on, well, I guess maybe a tipster of some sort, perhaps. But if it was recorded, they would have seen that he was just standing there and didn't really do anything. Well, who am I to question the news, I guess? Should more be about questioning. Oh, look, there's a mirror above the bed. Classy. Oh, okay. I thought that might be the case, but I guess I just needed a couple shots.
Something's wrong with the bosses. Payne's there and they're not answering. Let's go already. Payne's gonna pay in spades.
Oh. Oh God. I think it's over. Give me more Beretta ammunition. I'm burning through it fast. Dual Berettas is fun. But, ammo conservation was never my forte. Unless it had to be. Usually it wasn't. Okay. Oh, sweet. What is it? Tell me I can't pick that stuff up? What a chip. It's only painkillers for pain. Nothing else satisfies his hunger.
Lords and ladies. Lady Amelia.
Hey!
Lords and ladies, brought to you in part by Acer Corporation.
I think you need to get your TV fixed.
My lady, there is a matter of great importance I must bring to your attention.
My lord, there is?
Indeed, my lady, there is indeed.
I just want to interact with everything.
Upon that distant forest.
There's a surprising amount of detail.
Could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
My lord, you should not speak so.
But my lady, I must.
My lord, no. I beg you, this cannot be. This must not be.
But why, my love? Why?
My lord, it is true. Do not force
What is that? Who's doing that? Is that this guy?
would rather die than not know.
Yes, my lord, we should know.
Oh, so does that say 555 pussy?
My lord, my lord, I am your long lost sister.
Man, this place what? This place just keeps getting better and better. Whoa, okay. Something's wrong with their faces. It's a little bit freaky, but you know, I can get behind the sentiment. What is that? There's so many interesting things to look at in here. Okay. Yeah, they probably should have been shown just the backside from the beginning. Yep. That's how locks and doors work.
Piece of crap.
I should have tried the other one in the other lobby. That one's just giving out free drinks.
Tonight, the city's fight against the nightmare drug Valkyr took a turn for the worse, as DEA Special Agent Alex Balder was found brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And now the weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history continues to pound the city.
Shut that nonsense off. Think the news tells the truth anymore? Red ammo full, really? What? Wait a second, was he like that? I'm guessing he was. I didn't look in here before. Yeah, there was no way.
This party had been dead for a while. I couldn't say I was sorry I'd missed the show.
I'm kind of sorry I missed the show. But I guess it's just me. A few hundred bullets back. I mean, it's already kind of been delivered, unless it's telling what already happened.
I think I died. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dying. I'm gonna die. Oh, man. Messy inside.
I help you, friend? Alright, nice. Mission accomplished. Spare door.
Got him down.
Doors do seem to have a habit of just dropping off the hinges in this place, so I'm not surprised that they have that on hand. Molotov.
I'd found Muerte's room. Muerte had received a letter.
Was it supposed to be a trap? It didn't exactly work too well. At least I didn't get it.
Our investigation had turned up nothing to link Angelo Punchinello, the head of the Punchinello family, to Valkyr. All tracks had ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Muerte's room was signed by the Don himself. It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back. One of our trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. And we need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far past the point of no return, I couldn't even remember what it looked like when I had passed it.
Really? Oh, man. Really hoping I could throw this at somebody soon. Still having elevator issues, huh?
What? Whack!
Wait. Wait. There we go. Now it's a party. What the hell happened in here? Whoa!
Yo!
I thought I had to knock it over, but I didn't think it was gonna explode.
God damn! I thought it was a bomb for sure.
What the?
The hooker had left her diary on the table.
Gotta make sure everybody gets a free vibration session.
The diary belonged to a hooker named Candy Dawn. The read would have made a vice cop blush.
Had talks with the mystery hag over the phone again. Sent her the latest One-Eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. They would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
Yep. Also, is everybody, like, in this particular section just like the sleaziest New Yorker? Not only do the guys sound the same, but the women do kind of too. Oh. I wasn't gonna waste a perfectly good bullet time. It's just those instincts kicking in, I guess. Did I check everything in here?
Hey,
Yes?
Tim,
Can I finish that?
go get him. No, what?
Okay. Another. The hell is this? Closet? Oh, it's an elevator. I just had one button. You can't even go between two floors. It has to be on one floor, and then it's a one-time use. And we're just blazing through these chapters. I wonder how long this game is. Because even though there's like story being
The old
told,
service elevator rumbled down.
I don't know what the hell's going on for the most part.
Hotel.
Man, look at the rats on the elevator.
It was freaking crazy. The cops were doing a full-scale siege next. Get up.
How'd they even see me? Yes.
A winter storm warning is in effect in the whole tri-state
Oh,
area,
good.
as both freezing rain and heavy snowfall continue. Many roadways are already closed, and people are advised to stay indoors.
I was worried we wouldn't get an
The
update
severe
on the
blizzard
weather.
has ravaged New York for 3 days now, with no end in sight.
We'd been snowed from the start in the Valkyr case. The forecast said there was plenty more where that had come from. But the snowbound city was on my side. Less chance of innocent bystanders getting caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, very cold out there. Icy as the day is long. Colder than my dead heart. I can come up with like stupid schlocky dialogue too.
What the?
What?
Exhibit number 1, a newspaper.
And a rat. You know, as you do in New York.
A dead man tied to a chair lay on the boiler room floor.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy has an unbeatable track record in superhero death matches. But a 6-pack of root beer gets me every time.
The murder weapon was a baseball bat, now lying in a pool of drying blood next to a newspaper folded open on a Captain Baseball Bat Boy comic strip.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy comic strips. Well, at least we have the baseball bat now. It's slightly better than a lead pipe, I imagine. I was gonna say, shouldn't we be collecting this or leaving this for someone to collect as evidence? But I suppose he said he was beyond collecting evidence before. Gotta pay attention to the story.
Take vampire movies. Why are they always set in LA or Mexico? They can't even get a tan.
What?
If I was a bloodsucker, I'd move to the North Pole. Winter's one long night. Yeah, and what would you eat? Suck blood from penguins?
You serious? I didn't unlock it from the other side?
Eskimos, man, Eskimos.
Also, I don't think I've seen a vampire movie take place in Mexico. Maybe I'm just missing out, I don't know. Where'd you come from? Not even sure if this is the way I'm supposed to be going. Again, there was like other paths. So there's either multiple paths or there's a lot of dead ends. Rico Muerte, big time hustler. Are we already getting into this guy?
Guns. Trust me, you don't want to piss me
Everybody's in the same apartment building?
business.
Green for green.
Cheers and green-eyed angels.
Got him down.
I think I just like ran into that guy. And he just took off. Speeding bullet.
A lifetime
Battering
ago,
ram.
this would have gone down as a narcotics arrest.
Yeah, well. Sure they had it coming to him. It's a nice picture of a school there. Oh good, another Molotov. You know, if I had, well, didn't I have a grenade? I should probably start using the throwables a little bit more when I'm bursting into a scene, but... I think it made a decent impact. Switch back to the dual Berettas again. You know, when I saw a restaurant, I was kind of hoping we'd be able to get inside. What did BJ say when you play Wolfenstein: The New Order, and you flush like all the toilets? It's got some like weird fascination with flushing toilets.
Two mad dog killers, ready to murder each other. They step into the next room, and I'm thinking, now they're gonna do it. But no. They sit down in front of a TV and solve their differences with the Kung Fu fighting video game. I tell you, Candy, I was so depressed, I strangled them both with the video game cables.
Oh, Rico, you're so bad.
I am, ain't I?
Rico Muerte, big time hustler.
Who the hell?
It's that cop.
Muerte went for his gun.
And look at that stance he had. Some frames going to shit. Pretty tough. Give her that. But she can't fight fire. Or maybe she can, I don't know. She can't fight a grenade. There you go. That shut her up. Oh yeah, Rico. Did I kill him? Looks like you were caught with your pants down. And we're just burning through this mafia. Maybe Rico had it.
The antique switchboard was still in use.
That was a really bad sound.
There was an old telephone switchboard in the back room of the reception area. The kind that made phone tapping child's play. It wasn't hard to picture a fat pimp sweating with headphones on, listening to his hookers talk dirty and fake orgasms over a web of party lines. The blood veins of New York. Right now, there was a different set of moans and groans going on.
Boss, Gonidi, this is Max Payne. He came, started capping us. He killed him.
Are you freaking kidding me? He's just one lousy cop. You better be freaking kidding me. Whack him. What's the freaking problem? Hello? Answer me. Hello?
The word was out. A deadly virus released into the city's corrupt circulatory system. Something wicked this way comes. Max Payne at large.
Ooh. Oh. It looked like something interesting from the side. I guess it was just a gun. So we're... Oh, no, okay, number 4. Basically an Uzi. I guess I gotta press this again. Listen to that horrid noise. No? Something else I'm missing? Oh wait, wrong button. Oh. There's a set of stairs, I guess. That's probably the way to go. I don't know if that was just like a client. I guess it wasn't. He probably had a gun, didn't he? It's a man gambling, though. You gotta pay for your sins, scum.
There he is!
Whoa. Okay. That's a nice little music interlude for 15 seconds. Really made me feel it. Welcome to New York. Gotcha. Wait a second. This is how the thing works. I get it. Faster, Max. Oh no. Already. Hold on, I got a message. I thought it would happen like in the middle of the day, not like right at midnight. Well, screw him. Because, hey, wait, isn't this supposed to be... What happened to the voice acting? Do I have to read it? Turn around, walk away, blow town. That would have been the smart thing to do. Guess I wasn't that smart. The penis... Damn it. Alright, well, yeah, you can read it.
I got to see
there he is. He's
all
back.
lit up. A bomb went off, turning snow into liquid gold. A pillar of fire lifted the remains of a car straight up into the air. The flames were highlighted on the hood of a black Mercedes-Benz as it coasted down the street real slow, as if the driver didn't have a worry in the world. I got a good look at the man riding shotgun. It was Vladimir, the head of the local Russian mob, the fly in Don Punchinello's soup. The ringing in my ears was the sound of a mob war being waged.
Yeah, that is a pretty horrifying sound. Is that gonna blow up? Of course it is. It was a stupid thing to ask.
Another bomb exploded inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover.
Excellent. General adult videos. I have no doubt. Also, stop giving me the Ingram. It doesn't even have that much ammunition at this point. Okay, man, that is a long tanker. Have you ever seen a tanker that long? Like, yeah, they're long, but they don't block an entire city block. Where are we going exactly?
The headlines were a depressing read.
What? What? What did he say? Oh, the headlines were a depressing read. I didn't quite understand that for a second. Yes. Okay, sorry. I mean, did we need... Well, I mean, I guess... He's a drug addict. He deserved it. I just don't know why we're here. Of course, I was distracted momentarily, so I might have missed something, but... Maybe this is all part of the plan. Yeah, as I say. I understand the bomb went off, but we're not exactly playing hero, are we? Maybe it's just to make sure that they're all dead. Okay.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
See, that was probably the thing that you wanted to watch out for. Well, it's funny because I shot like a massive oil drum or something earlier that crashed into the floor and created a little, you know, way I could go down. I was standing right next to it and it didn't kill me. Maybe the blast, even though I punctured it from the side that I was facing, the blast just went out the other way, thus sparing me. But I guess on this particular instance, I wasn't so lucky. It didn't even look like it did anything. So
the whole building was rigged with explosives.
Or maybe I am, but oh, I see. It launches, even though that doesn't make much sense, it launches it towards the door. How'd you survive? Don't you hey me, buddy. Oh yeah, let me activate bullet time while I think.
I don't know.
That was beautiful. An accomplishment in modern cinema. The choreography, astounding. Give me another one of those, why not? Uh-oh. Actually, you know what? Keep them coming. Doesn't make no difference to me. People have been using these deagles, but I don't think I touched mine yet. I'd do it if I could dual wield it. I don't know. Even if it's a high-powered gun, a single one just doesn't do it for me. See, that was one of the things I shot last time, and it created a gap in the floor, but I guess not this time around.
A beaten-up phone in the entrance hall was ringing. It could have been just a junkie in need of a fix, but it turned out to be something more sinister than that.
Am I speaking to Mr. Payne?
Who wants to know?
My name is Alfred Wooten. You must hurry. The police are on their way.
Tell me something I don't know.
They know you're there.
How? And what's it to you?
I will contact you again.
Okay.
The cops arrived, sirens singing in the off-key harmony.
Oh, cool looking dude. Wasn't he the guy that played Rico?
I had a few minutes while the SWAT team would go through their usual.
He's got the same shape.
By the time they busted in, I needed to be long gone.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
And even the cops sound like sleazy New Yorkers. What the hell's going on? Okay. Let's see how it is.
Someone had left a letter on it. There was a key on the shelf.
But what about the letter? Stop cutting yourself off, man. I feel like I'm playing Red Dead Redemption again.
Suddenly it all made sense. The bombs, the Russian mob boss making an appearance in person. Gagniti was his usual self. All talk and no walk.
After I hit, the Russian has only a couple of guns left, and they can be bought. There's no freaking way he has the guts to try anything after that.
As it turned out, the Russian had plenty of guts. One thing you could count on, you push a man too far, and sooner or later he'd start pushing back.
Voice acting is wonderful in this game. I'm not being facetious either. I think it's a genuinely good Except in the instance where they have like 1,000 characters that sound the same. But, yeah, you know, you do what you can. In a world full of New York caricatures, Max Payne stands alone as the monotonous white guy. Gotta make sure that he's the blank slate. You want someone relatable. Because I sure as hell can't relate to New Yorkers. What the hell? Ah! Ooh, we dropped another one. Maybe it was a dud. Goddamn. Oh, it's just one I could pick up. Alright. Fair enough. Yeah, give me some more of that, please. Took a grenade right to the face. What? Is that like that? It didn't look like your average everyday bottle. I figured it'd be something more important. Guess not. That's a Desert Eagle. Alright, you know, they've been giving me enough ammo for this thing. Let me give it a try, I guess. See how well it does. Wait a second. We missed some painkillers. Also likely an exit. Oh yeah, that. I think. No? Oh. Oh, you just have to dive through it, of course. Silly me. Can't open it like a regular window.
The bombs had destroyed all the stairs up to Lupino's office.
Oh, this is where Lupino was.
The alternate route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
Okay, well that makes more sense now. So all that time spent in that building? Nothing.
It's never been this cold. Never ever. It's like the sky's falling.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me?
It's the end of the world as we know it.
And I don't feel fine. I don't feel anything.
It wasn't that far of a drop. Man just falls to his death right behind him. They just continue on with their conversation about how cold it is. Such is life. Yeah.
The alternate route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
Yeah. Alright. I guess I'll be more careful this time. Honestly, that wasn't as...
It's never been this cold.
It was the same amount of a drop
ever.
as...
It's like the sky's falling.
Yes, sir. It's the end of the world as we know it.
And I don't feel fine. I don't feel anything. Not a thing.
Alright.
I'm freezing my butt off.
Are these just like innocent civilians, or are they part of the gang? Evening, gents. Oh, we got a pair of twins. Actually, you know what? I've seen those guys before. They're the junkies. There's just a lot of them.
To get to the roof, I'd need to get to the elevator through the locked door up ahead.
Alright.
Pizza delivery.
Never seen you before. Buzz off, Joker.
Alright. Clearly we have to go get a pizza to be more convincing. But where on a night like this?
Get away, you're gonna die. Get away. Get away.
Max.
Get away.
Oh, hi. Shh. Nope. Down investigating these guys.
It's coming.
Because the amount of noise that they're making, hey.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Messy inside. It's coming.
Ooh. Calm down, dude.
No, don't shoot. I...
You know the clowns at the laundry?
Me? No.
You're no good to me then.
What? No, the laundry, yeah. I know him, yeah.
Get me in there.
Okay.
Oh. I thought he was gonna go that way. No, he's following me. But he decided to do a little loop-de-loop first. Alright.
Get away. Get away. I'm gonna hurt you.
How do we know this guy of all people would be, you know, laundromat man? Hey, come on, man. Get in there, give him the secret password. Just kind of hoping we'd see some little interaction or something like that. But whatever works. Oh, here we are. I guess we just had to load up the building.
It's me. Open up. Let me in, quick.
Not so fast. The password. John who?
Come on. Oh, okay, John Woo.
All right. I'm right in.
It's a
Gee.
trap. It's Payne.
Wonder why they chose that name. You know, to this day, I think I've only seen 2 John Woo films. I know, Mr. Big Name Action Director, but you know, he's been somewhat influential. I've heard more than one person reference him as inspiration for the way they direct. All right. Love elevator music. This guy's gonna be in for surprise. That's why you never answer the door when you're in the bathroom. Are we supposed to? Oh, the TV. Come on. Let's get an update on that weather, huh?
New York City is in crisis tonight, with reports of Valkyr-related gang war in the streets of the Bronx. Apparently, Max Payne, wanted for questioning in connection with the slaying of a DEA special agent earlier tonight.
I thought it was like for sure earlier.
A one-man war against his former partners in crime. Among the list of casualties so far are notorious mafia members Joey and Virgilio Finito, as well as Rico Muerte. himself a fugitive from the law, and a suspect for several murders in the Chicago area. The NYPD has been placed on full alert. A citywide APB has been put out on Max Payne. Deputy Chief Jim Bravura has promised to take whatever steps necessary to bring him to justice. What those steps may be remains to be seen. For NYCNN TV News, this is Kira Silver.
Not much so far. The only thing I've seen him do is bust out a megaphone. Yeah. Why did it turn yellow? Oh, this will be fun. Just use my, okay. Didn't exactly go as planned. I'm not too sure why he veered to the left like that, since I was clearly pressing just forward, but mystery for another time, I suppose. We shall try again. Oh, back here?
Me. Open up. Let me in, quick.
Not so fast. The password. John Woo.
Come on. Oh, okay, John Woo.
All right. Come right in.
It's a trap.
Get that. This guy doesn't want to take the cash. Come on. It's bugging me that it's just sitting there. Hey, wasn't that the guy that just came in with the password deal? Also, did I miss anything else? Oh yeah, there's some painkillers. And a register. Oh. Yay. I get to sit through this again. I'm gonna spare that guy. He deserves to flush in peace. Okay, let's let's be real delicate.
This week on Address Unknown. I don't want to go. It's the last place I want. But that's where I always end up anyway. Only it's not me talking to the
hey, is this
but someone who looks
the scary door? What the hell? What do they call it in Alan Wake?
In the shadows, watching
It was the Twilight Zone ripoff.
The flamingo speaks. It can speak. It says
It's definitely a Twin Peaks ripoff in this time around.
mirrors are more fun.
Which I guess would come into play later on in Alan Wake, but you know where the dev team got a lot of their inspirations from. Yep, that's right, John Woo. I guess David Lynch. Alright, I missed the... I'm sure it doesn't count for anything if I miss the news report. We don't really need to listen about the citywide APB again, do we? Oh, we're back with the explosions now, huh? Better watch my step. Don't know what's gonna be rigged.
What the?
Good.
Red, blue, or green? It's always red or blue in the movies. So, green? No, not the green.
Okay. Glad they had things figured out. Huh. Well, what do you know? Oh, jeez. I thought that was all just derelict, but yeah. Secret passage. Uh-oh. Oh, please don't let me get stuck. Okay, cool. Wait, no. Max. Jump. God damn it, we had it earlier. There we go. Alright. Nice and steady. Okay, you can just walk over that part. Where the hell are we going? I was like, that didn't seem right. Yeah, it's just back at the entrance.
What the hell are you standing around here for? They're bombing us. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. What are you doing? This is war. Freaking war.
Alright. We gotta put an end to not Joe Pesci now. Eventually. Give it time to load. Fear, much like Red Bull, gives you wings.
Vinny Gognitti, just the man I've been killing to see.
Payne? Freaking Fed! I knew from day one there was something screwy about you. What do you think you're doing? You're a freaking cop. You ain't got squat on us. You can't just come in here waving your piece like it meant something.
What?
Yeah! Oh my God! Oh God, you shot me! Ah! You're dead, Payne! What the hell are you waiting for, you apes? Kill him! Kill him!
With pleasure, boss.
Gognitti bailed. I made like Chow Yun Fat.
Excuse me. Oh. Okay. Whoa! Oh. I guess it was saving?
A crumpled letter lay on Gognitti's desk.
Chow Yun Fat wouldn't be reading crumpled letters.
The letter was addressed to Don Punchinello, but Vinny had never had the nerve to finish it.
Jack's gone voodoo. Just the other night, he shot Dino because he wanted to see what his brains looked like splattered on the wall. He's a freaking mad dog. We're running out of men and business fast.
Gognitti had been living in mortal fear of his boss. Jack Lupino was a psycho.
Yep. One would expect that is a fat zebra. Good lord. Doesn't even look like a equine in nature. It's some sort of hippopotamus hybrid.
Vinny Gognitti was getting scared. He could run, but with a bullet in the stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino.
Also,
Gognitti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
I mean, he did that nice little roll with a bullet in his stomach pretty well, so I'll give the man some credit. What the hell? Okay.
Gognitti hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
Alright, do we wait for the 20? Yeah, that didn't work so great. Maybe there's a different jumping point. I sort of followed his lead. The end result didn't work out so great, though. Ah, shit. Yeah. Just don't save again.
A crumpled letter lay on
No
desk.
time for that now. We've got buildings to jump through and off of.
Vinny Gagniti was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gagniti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
Okay, he jumped off of that thing.
Gagniti hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
Yeah, there really is nowhere else to jump. It didn't really look like I quite made it, but I guess it was good enough to continue. I just kind of phased through the roof of the train and somewhat slid off of it, but if the game's happy, then I'm happy.
This was my second train ride of the night. The way it started didn't promise anything better than the last one. Freezing wind tearing at my face like sandpaper and razors, ice hard and slick under my hands and feet. And somewhere in the background, the wail of sirens, the city howling after me. New York sped by in fast forward. Dark rooftop water towers and a dead forest of antennas and chimneys, all a blur. When the train he was riding slowed down, Gagniti made his move.
Whoa, jeez. That was slick. Follows in suit, I see. The hell did he get over there so quick? Okay, so parkour time. Let's hope this works. Oh, name was it? No. It's one of his cronies. Shit. I thought it was going to be like the other ledges. That would have a platform like directly underneath it. Look before you leap, I guess. Wise words. Also, I'm thinking that the regular jump isn't good enough for most of these instances. I feel like it was the same for the train jump. I should just start diving.
When the train he was riding slowed down, Gagniti made his move.
Oh, come on. Oh, you can skip them. Oh, wait, no, you can't. It just goes in the options. Well, at least we get to see these sick flips again. Yeah, look at that. That's what I hope to achieve one day. I'm not exactly sure what happens there. Like, was it a close call shot, or because Payne just kind of puts down his gun. Like he's somewhat in shock. Alright, let me see, let me see. I think I could make that. Hold on. Yeah, just barely. Where? Helicopter.
NYPD, you on the roof. Drop your weapon and lie down. I repeat, drop your weapon and lie face down.
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss, you got it.
No problem.
Alright. Stairwell battle. Oh. Well, that was easy. Sure hope you had more than 3 guys. Nope, just the 3. Alright. There was a lot of setup for a whole lot of nothing. Let me tell you. I'm just breezing through these chapters. Ice hard and slick. And yet I'm still no closer to finding out what's going on.
What the hell? Ah!
What did he have? Jeez. Oh, hey. That was an Ingram. Can I dual wield those? No, that's not it. I can. Nice. Let's give that a try for a little while.
Hey,
This guy never knows what he's gonna say after he gets my attention. That was an interesting camera angle.
what the hell?
There's somebody over here, right?
Hold it.
No, look. Things. Alright, what am I missing here? No. Now's not the time for rolling. Oh, hey. Goddamn. Maybe I could jump on top of this, like, wood heap. Or maybe there's something over here. Quite. You can't ledge grab, can you? Nah. Something down here, maybe. Ooh, there are some painkillers. And a dead body. That's a police officer, damn. Rip. Oh, I see. There's an elevator. Makes sense. I thought something had to go on here. I just didn't know what exactly it was. Thought maybe you had to drop something down. How'd I get this thing to move? Oh. That was a whole lot of ammunition wasted for probably what didn't need to be. Whoa, okay. What? What the hell did you come from? Oh, maybe he snuck past me. back as Avenger. For the payback time. Is that advertising guns or is that a movie? Because that is a great slogan for a weapon. He's back, he's mean, and he's got a bat. Captain Baseball, bat boy. You know, he didn't quite look that sadistic in the comic strip. I feel like they're taking creative liberties here. Let me just jump out of these boxes real quick. Oh, wait, he's already dead. I wasn't quite expecting to take that much damage. Get those guys closed up real quick, though. It's the polite thing to do. What was that? Oh, you know, it's probably that stuff that goes in the syringe. What do they call it? It's too late to be paying attention to the specifics of the story. I'm sorry. But it looked like some sort of biochemical weapon. Nuclear waste. No, it's just a highly addictive drug. There we are. Investigate something? Maybe it was a television. I mean, clearly he's in here. But sure, let's watch TV first.
Max Payne has nowhere left to go. We are very close to capturing him. You'll get a full statement then. Right now, I've got better things to do, ma'am.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the NYPD with no further comment at this time.
Apart from his suspicious food habits, I figured Bravura to be one of the good guys. Fate had just dropped us on different sides in this. But when it came to capturing me, he was way out of his league. I had already ditched the cops a couple of rooftops back. For now.
Yeah, that wasn't very good on their part. They were in a helicopter, for God's sake. He's not in the massive closet? Alright. Very important to flush the toilet first. It's my calling card. Oh, jeez. What was that? Okay. Now we're pretty much good. Trying to be slick with that grenade, huh?
Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
Probably should start aiming first.
Ice him!
So, I don't know. I'm not quite feeling the Ingrams. Let's get back to the Berettas. Oh, you're not dead? Painkiller. Whoa, jeez. punishment, but it can't take diving dual guns. Good. Glad we got that sorted.
Gognitti ran out of steam in a dead-end alley with steam boiling out of the sewer grates like all the fires of hell were burning high beneath us. It was shakedown time. Where's Lupino?
Screw you!
Bad start, Vinny.
Police brutality!
I rate pretty high on that.
You can't just hurt me in cold blood?
Just keep telling yourself that. Listen good, Candyman. I'm not gonna be anybody's fall guy. I want to know where your boss is hiding. There was no glory in this. I hadn't asked for this crap. Trouble had come to me in big dark swarms. The good and the just were like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them. I was no hero. Just me and the gun and the crook. My options had decreased to a singular course.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more. Lupino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub. Book me, take me, hold me to the freaking jail, just don't hurt me.
Your rights will be ready at your funeral.
God. But then he didn't shoot him? Or was that just off camera? Alright. Well. Let's see if this starts with something first.
Ragnarok was Lupino's private nightclub, a den of drugs built into an old theater. I knew what waited inside. V-head junkies ready to explode in random acts of senseless violence. And Lupino's goon squad, the worst stone-cold killers this side of hell. Ragnarok was as inviting as a headache, flickering and flashing to a machine gun beat. The belly of the nightclub was a gothic theme park that began with bondage games and led to the nasty stuff from there.
That wasn't the nasty stuff?
As subtle with its dark message as a cop-killer bullet through the heart. Like father, like son. Just like Jack Lupino.
Okay, well, it's been about a couple hours, and it's late. So I think starting at the nightclub is a perfect way to come back to this game. But so far, so good, I think. It is silly, but I'm enjoying it so far. And yeah, we'll definitely come back to this next week. But for right now, let me do one of my driving things. There you go. Get that city vibe, that city feel. Yeah, so, yeah, digging it so far. I will be back with it probably by next week. I might stream tomorrow, who knows. But Monday's going to be for sure. Tuesday, maybe not. Probably not. And then I think that'll probably be our only loss for next week. And it's just a regular schedule as usual. I say regular schedule, and then I'm streaming like at various hours of the day. But, you know, day to day, it works out. But starting up some new stuff, and it's been good. So more Red Dead Redemption 1, more Max Payne, Year of the Dragon next week. And I think we'll call it good for right now. So until then, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. I will be back either tomorrow or by Monday. So have a good night. Catch you next time.